Good morning, everyone. This is Amy Wenslow over at the Product Business Show. Welcome to Monday. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's check in and see who's here. Wow, I see we have people coming in from California, Florida, Ohio, looks like Northern California, and more people joining us. So welcome to the last Product Business Show of 2018. Really super happy that you've chosen to invest your time over the course of the year to be here and spend part of your Monday with us and invest that time into your project and your growth as a business person with your product. So many blessings and gifts, and literally when I just said that, I got chills for how much your heart and energy has mattered to us this year, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and all the people that are continuing to come and join us and share the show out and get benefit from it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You doing that allows me to live my mission in the world and my purpose, which is all about unleashing creativity on the planet and removing roadblocks and obstacles for creative people. So if you're new to the show and you've never spoken with me before, my name's Amy Wenslow. I have been hosting this for years now, and my background is from art school. So when I talk about unblocking creatives and removing roadblocks in business for creative people, it comes from a deeply held, passionate part of my belly, if you will, that this bridge between creativity and business is really important. I don't know any other way to say that than it's really critical to you living your fullest, highest, most vibrant expression in the world. So with all of that, I've really been called recently to serve very differently and to reach out to businesses differently than we've been doing for, a decade or longer now in this business. And so if you're on our email list, you saw an announcement recently about something that we're putting out, which I'm actually thrilled about. If you're not on the list, I just want to mention it really quickly here. And the purpose of this new program is so that we can serve more deeply than we do on the Product Business Show here for you, and to more people than we do with one-on-one, because there are so many more people that are asking for what we're doing in the world. And, as I sat and I thought about this and I really reflected, it actually scared me, like literally physically scared me, like knot in my stomach scared me about how much we were putting in this product mastermind that we're launching, and how much is going to be available there. But it's so juicy good, and it feels really right. But it's amazing when we all start something new how much our body can react. Like literally knot in my stomach. My breathing got short when we were looking at this on Friday and Saturday. I'm sharing this because it's important to what we're going to talk about today with skills. And I want you to recognize this for yourself as well. When it comes to skills, there's what is an internal skill versus an external skill. So these two kinds of, or areas of skill sets are really important for you to keep in mind. So in life, it's really tempting in our businesses to think, I just need somebody who's good at selling, or I just need somebody who's good at marketing, or public speaking, or talking to investors, or collaboration, and those are all external-facing skills, right? There are also roles sometimes in a business, but they're skill sets, yeah? So external is your pricing, your package design, talking to investors, sales, public speaking, collaboration, all of that is external-facing, okay? The other type of skill that you need in your business are all the internal skills. Those are the ones that are sitting in your seat. And we all need them, right? It comes to things like managing your thinking, or mindset, as a buzzword that's in the culture. Being resourceful is a skill set. focusing yourself well is a skill set. Being able to identify where you have strengths and weaknesses is a skill set. Okay? Now, what's interesting is the ones that we most often think we need for a business are the ones that we could actually just buy, right? We could hire a person, get a project done. We can buy those skill sets. The ones that you can't buy are the ones that you can actually work on right now from right where you are, and they're all the internal ones. So what's intriguing about this is the mastermind for products that we've put together is actually going to work on both levels. It's going to be working on your internal and your external, and it's going to get a lot of results done because of it, right? So when you are looking at a skill, I mentioned in one of the messages recently to our folks that this is a skill, this one that I'm going to talk about today is a skill that came to me from a billionaire that I met a few years ago. And he does this every day. I do it every day, have for years now. It's been probably about 12 years. And it's one that I do most nights, sometimes during the day. And it has me become able to own my brilliance, and that's what it's going to do for you. It's going to help you own your brilliance. If you do it for your product, it will help you own your product's benefits, and by own, I mean identify, be able to speak them really well and powerfully, and it helps with everything from Amazon listings to sales calls to what you put on your packaging to how you talk to your investor, etc., right? So being able to identify and do this one skill is going to help with all of those. And equally importantly, it helps you keep your own energy high, your momentum high, and your eyes focused forward on what it is you're creating. Does that sound good? I want everybody who's listening to this to take 3 minutes here. We're going to do a group exercise. And at the end of it, I would love to hear what comes out for you, okay? I'll take questions on any topic today, of course. Like always, we do that all the time. But I want first for all of us to take 3 minutes. And I'm going to guide you through this. So it starts with stopping whatever else you're doing, okay? So just put everything else aside. If you're in front of your computer, turn the monitor off, right? Close the laptop. If you're driving, pull over to the side of the road because you're going to want to do this. It will help you regroup for the rest of your day, and it will energize you. What you can expect from this is a renewed belief and an amplified energy. Okay, so we're going to do a little practice piece of it so you can get a sense of it, but then you're going to do this regularly and master this will unfold multiple results for you, okay? So stop what you're doing, and we're all going to take a deep breath. In, out. Okay. We're going to take another deep breath. Out. Okay. Now, I want you to take 30 seconds and in your mind or with a pen and paper or, voice dictation, list as many accomplishments from today that you can in 30 seconds, okay? And I'm actually going to time us. So as many accomplishments as you can list from today of things you've already accomplished right where you are. That can be things like, you know what? If your day was a little chaotic and you really just wanted to sleep all morning, you got up, right? If you made a tough phone call that you didn't want to make, do that. I've already been on multiple business calls. I checked in with one of my mentors already. We've planned this call. All of those things, those are all accomplishments, right? So 30 seconds starting now. Take a breath when you need it. We're halfway through, 15 more seconds. Five more seconds. Okay. That was 30 seconds. Now, for some of you, that may have felt long, and for others, it will have flown by, right? If it's something that flew by for you, you might want to look at whether you were really present, okay? Whether you were really in your skin with it or swirling in your head. That will show you about your ability to focus well, right? If it's time that went very slowly for you, sometimes it can be because there's fear about actually owning that you got results. Other people, it was like a joy for you to unplug for 30 seconds, okay? Now, once you finish that, whenever you do this exercise, it's really important to write or speak the accomplishments you just had that you noticed, okay? So I'm going to give people a chance to do that right now. And, oh, good, we've got some more people that have joined us. So if you're joining us, what we've done is taken a brief pause to get present, take a deep breath, and then take a few minutes to think about things that you've already accomplished today, like very recent accomplishments, right? To notice them. And now, for anybody who wants to, if you want to raise your hand and share one of them, and we'll celebrate a little bit, you can press *2, and that'll raise your hand. And I'll start because for me, one of my accomplishments is, yes, doing this show today, doing the show and thinking through the content. But the other thing that's really an accomplishment for me is at the beginning that I spoke my heart. And that's not always an easy thing to do, right? So it's really an accomplishment to speak something when I feel vulnerable or scared or where I care really passionately about it. So this idea of being called to serve differently and how much we're pouring into people and how much deeper we're going to be going and all of those things are so passionately close to me that it's a real accomplishment to speak it to you. So that's, it's a two-part accomplishment. Yes, I did the show, but yes, like I showed up with my heart. And that's really the accomplishment for me. Okay? So anybody who wants to share an accomplishment, or could be from earlier this year too. See, we've got somebody clicking in. Let's see, Tampa, Florida. I think this is Pam. Hi there, your line's open. Is this Pam?
Hey, Amy. Yes, it's Pam French.
Hi.
Hi.
I love hearing your voice.
Thank you. I was actually driving on the bridge, and I pulled over at the first street because I am delivering a 68-unit order to Tradewinds Resorts that I've been delivering to for 5 years. So that's my accomplishment for today. Got the order together and the invoices, and I'm heading there now.
That's awesome. That is such a good thing. And thank you for pulling over to play. I love that. What's it like for you to actually speak that as an accomplishment?
It feels really good. It feels really good because I've stuck with this product and women are loving it more and more. And just like that, I just realized, it's been over 5 years that Tradewinds Resorts has been buying my product, and now they're in like 4 little boutiques within the resort. Started in just the deli. Now I'm in like three boutiques and the deli. So it's just they're loving them, and it feels good to have kept with it, and it works. So,
nice.
And you've been a big help.
Oh, thank you. You know, one of the reasons that I'm bringing this up today is because it's so easy to step over things and not notice that we accomplished it, right? Do you get what I mean? It's so easy to just go like, oh, I put an order together and I'm driving it there. Like, and to not even notice that to some people, that is like the sun, the moon, and the stars to be in that moment that you're in. And to actually think about it as an accomplishment is different, right?
Yes. Yep.
So thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. And everybody, check out Pam's product. It's actually really cool. So Pam, give everybody the website. What is it?
It's PamiPocket.com. That's PamiPocket. It's a little neoprene cell phone purse that is super handy. Comes in hundreds of rhinestone designs, so it does make a great gift. I am so busy this time of year, but it's really good. And, check out my website.
Pam, can I ask you a couple more questions?
Sure. When
you were creating it, I mean, we know hurricanes have happened. You know, you've had just things happened, right? Life will do that.
Right.
One of the things that you were talking about was your persistence, right? Sticking with it.
Right. Yep.
That's an act of an internal skill, right?
Yes. Yep.
You know, persistence, being resourceful, focusing, keeping your faith, those are all internals. So what are the external skills that you had to hire? Or how did you fill the things like pricing and package design and all that stuff?
I've had to hire a lot. I actually, just doing the rhinestone designs on my product, I thought I could maybe try to do it myself. There was no way. I couldn't keep up with it, nor did I do a good job. So I have professionals do that, and that's a huge part of my product. And then I try to do as many like trade shows. I have my son's girlfriend helps me anytime I need her to help. But I've had to hire out, help with the packaging and everything. I definitely couldn't do it on my own. That was for sure. I found that really quick that I definitely needed help in many areas.
Well, that's awesome, right? Because really we're not up to being our own little islands in this world. I don't think that's what any of us came for. Right?
Right.
So thank you. And thank you for pausing in your trip and letting us celebrate with you. That Tradewinds has been an account for so long, and they continue to buy, and it's growing. That's awesome.
Right. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for sharing that one. So I'm going to mute your line for your privacy, okay?
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. And then the next person, press star 2 to raise your hand if you have something that you accomplished today. And it doesn't have to be big, right? It can be any size because there is no order of magnitude in miracles and accomplishments and energizing ourselves. Matter of fact, if you are in a place where you're like, oh, I don't think I accomplished anything, I'd invite you to be the next person who clicks the phone and shares something, because I can guarantee if you are hearing my voice, you've accomplished something today. It could even be being here, hearing my voice, right? Our ability to acknowledge ourselves is fundamental to the life of an entrepreneur and a business owner. It's fundamental to your success in even being an employee, a student, whatever it is you're doing. Our ability to acknowledge ourselves is one of the main things that will make the biggest difference. So let's see. I see we've got somebody from Ohio, phone number ending in 3341. Is this Mike?
Yeah, sure is, Amy. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. So what's your share for today?
Well, it isn't much, I have to admit. But I got up today. I didn't really want to get up. I was sleeping real good.
Awesome. You're vertical. Got it.
Yeah, and there's about 1.5 inches of snow cover outside, so I wasn't really motivated to get out here. But I got out here anyways. I got about 3/4 of my route done. I got like six or seven more to do, and I'm done for today working. And then I'll go back to my second job, which is right now I'm working with you in a packaging type of aspect. And so I sent a reply email to you yesterday, so I don't know if that counts for today, but it was kind of late. So.
Well, you know what? It counts because you accomplished communicating with us about the logo. I saw it this morning. So, yeah. And everybody, it's really important. Like Mike's talking about a couple different skills here. So, Mike, can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure can.
Okay. So, number one, I'm hearing, keeping your own energy and your own intention, right? Like got up, handled the things that need to be handled. And kind of mastering how do you have two different focuses? Like you have a job that's, the business that you currently run, and you have a product that you're launching.
Right.
So the ability to multitask that is an accomplishment. It's a skill. Right?
I guess so. I see it as a necessity.
Right. But so it's so easy to see from our own skin, right? From my skin, I'll speak about it for myself. From my perspective, it's so easy for me to see that what I do is simply just a necessity or just what's so or whatever, right? Instead of going, well, no, that's a skill set. Because there's a lot of people that don't meet their responsibilities or that don't take it on to create in the world. So there's internal things called, keeping your intention and your motivation. But there's also the external things, So how do you keep yourself moving? I mean, what got you out of bed?
Well, the sun came up. No, seriously, you have to. It's just something you do. You have to do the things you have to do first before you can do the things you want to do. That's how I.
Yeah, there's a couple things actually that are working in your favor with what you said. Even the joking one. There's something that helped you, right?
Yeah, it's a discipline.
It's called. There's a discipline, and that is definitely an internal skill set. The other thing is something that is unconscious for most of us is the setting up an environment for achieving, right? So your environment for achieving getting out of bed was the sun came glaring through a window. That was part of your environment for succeeding. Right. And we don't, I'm experimenting with this a lot myself right now about this environment for success, environment for succeeding, because it's things like putting running shoes next to the door the night before you go to sleep, right? That creates an environment that you're most likely to go do something. So I admire you. That's all. It's just.
Thank you. I admire you.
So for everybody who hasn't had the pleasure of meeting Mike Miklosevic, or talking with him before, he's just one of the most genuine, fun, down-to-earth guys that you'll ever get the pleasure of being around. There you go. That's how I see you, Mike.
Wow. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to mute your line for your privacy, and so that we can. I've muted Mike's line. Now I want to wrap this for us because we've got just a couple minutes here. So why would I be talking about this at the end of the year, right? Well, the reason for talking about it at the end of the year is because it's not really even an end of the year activity. It's an everyday activity. However, this time of year is when everybody looks back at what did they accomplish for 2018. Were they on track? How are they going to go into 2019? All that stuff, right? Well, your life actually is happening in these small increments called moments, and the past 3 hours, the upcoming 3 hours. It's actually happening in this now moment, and our ability to manage our energy and our focus and our attention in the now moment, and therefore our activities in the now and the very short-term future is exactly what creates your results, okay? So if you really want to have more energy and more momentum and do it in really fast, quick hits, it's all about your skill of learning to acknowledge your accomplishments, recent ones, so that you can feel them in your body, so that you're energized by them, right? And the other flip side of that is being able to be aware and present to what do you do when you get stuck, right? To catch yourself in the act of being stuck. I had this morning myself, and I caught myself going into overwhelm, which is one of the things I do if I'm feeling stuck. It frequently feels a little overwhelming, like there's too much, right? Too much for me to do. So, but that's actually a mechanism that will help keep me stuck if I let it. So the fact that I'm aware and I can see it helps me get unstuck, because it helps me take the one next thing, right? So I mention all of this because it is the thing that will create the business that you are most desiring to create. It will fuel your creativity, your thinking, and how you show up in the world, and your confidence in yourself. And that confidence transmits to investors, transmits to your suppliers, your factories, your business partners. It's not from a place of arrogance or cockiness. It's from an acknowledgement of you are an accomplished person who does things that accomplished people do, called, get up, move the things. But your experience of yourself is the most critical part of it, okay? So this upcoming product mastermind, if this is at all interesting to you, this is like one teeny tiny tip of the iceberg of where we're going to go with this product mastermind. It has so many components to it that we're bringing in different ways, and we're going to be using some of the tools that we've developed over the past decade, and there'll be group interaction and group calls to it. And so this mastermind, I will just say, it is not for tinkerers. It is not for you if you are just, quote, thinking about doing your product or doing a product business. This is not the place for you to spend your time or money or attention, okay? This is only for people that are in like a committed place, that they know they want to move their product forward. They want to do it with more grace, more ease, a sense of fun, and with other people, because it is a group situation and there is a fee for it. Not everybody will be allowed in, so we are building a high-flying group, okay? And we are doing it so that we can serve deeper than we can do here with more people than we can do in our one-on-one. So I would love to have anybody who feels called to it contact Jeff at products2profits.com. That's JEFF at products, PRODUCTS, and then 2, which is TO, profits, PROFITS.com. That's Jeff at products2profits.com for either the mastermind or our done-for-you services. If you need to hire some external skills, we have that available for you. And then this morning's email, if you were on our email list to get reminders about the show, there is an interest link in there that you can also click. We will be opening up registration and enrollment for the mastermind group within the next day or two. We are not going to hound people. This is something that you have to really be called to it, and it's going to be really, really fun. I'm so excited about it. it's going to be really good. So thank you so much for letting me serve my mission and purpose in the world by supporting you with your products and removing the roadblocks that may feel like they've been holding you back. That's really what we're up to here. And with that, everyone, so honored that you choose to invest your time and your energy with us every show, and you've been listening on the podcast. That's been going amazingly. We will be communicating with you more over email. There's also a Facebook group that we'll be starting for people from the Product Business Show. So there's new access points. But this Product Mastermind is the only mastermind I know of in existence that is exclusively for products, regardless of how you are selling, whether it be online, offline, combination of the both, as well as licensing. And we will be addressing all of those different ways of making money from your product and handling challenges inside all those different business models inside this private mastermind for the next 3 months. So with that, I'd really encourage you, whether it's with us or someone else, to find a path to keep yourself focused, to keep yourself in a momentum through the holiday, into the new year, and into the life that you want to live and that you're meant to live. With that, everyone, many, many blessings, and we'll talk to you in the new year. Bye for now.